Right, it's recording. It's recording.
Right. He wants to say welcome.
But welcome.
Who's going to be the intro? Who's going to do the intro?
Yes, boys. Right.
Go,
Hello,
Josh.
pals.
I felt it's only right that the main cunt themselves does it. Right. Welcome, boys and girls, to the first episode of the Megamorph podcast. Or Megamorph, even, isn't it?
Megamorph.
Megamorph, mate. God, get it right.
Christ.
He's got it wrong already. He's had one job.
I had one job, yeah. I'm under the influence, so it's different. Anywho, so yeah, welcome to the first episode of the Megamorph podcast. So I am Josh. To my left and right, we've got Charlie and James. Fucking boys, do you want to introduce yourself individually?
Yeah, go on. So I'm James. My background is I've been to uni, so I've lived the student lifestyle, but now I'm currently back at home.
Drinking our beers.
Yeah, drinking out of jugs every morning, and if you know, you know. I knew you were going to bring that up straight away. So just for a bit of context for people that don't realise what I'm doing. So in the mornings, whenever I have my breakfast, I drink out of like a pint jug, just so I don't have to go to the tap all the time, and it just makes sense.
You would have start the first debate on this podcast, like this, just the fork and spoon debate. It's going to be like the beaker on beaker fucking debate.
Well, anyway, the beaker is elite, and then, yeah, that's my story. So go on, Charlie, introduce yourself.
Basically, all you need to know about James is he's the beaker man, all right? That's what you need to know about James.
Yeah, that's me.
That's you. Right, I am Charlie. I did not go to uni. Shock. I am now an online coach. And yeah, going to compete soon. So bodybuilder at heart. But yeah, just a fellow sick cunt who loves drum and bass and bodybuilding. So yeah, that is me.
Yes.
Yeah, just for some context as well. So James is not interested in competing, but me and Charlie obviously are competing. That's why it kind of gives this podcast a bit of diversity, because not all of us are competitors. Like some of us are just doing fitness just strictly for the health and like the lifestyle reason.
I don't do it for the health. I just do it to look good naked.
Yeah, there you go. Who doesn't?
Well, you can tell who's the serious bodybuilders out of us three, because us two have blue light blocker glasses on, and the one who doesn't take it that serious. So
literally has a ring light.
Optimized enough with the sleep.
Exactly, mate. He doesn't care.
Right. Anyway, so obviously I am Josh. So my kind of background is, so I do in-person like PTing, a little bit online coaching, but I'm also a men's physique competitor, and I'm trying to do influencing like basically all of us are, going down YouTube route. And yeah, I'm also an aspiring DJ on the side. Aren't I, boys?
Yeah, he is.
And I can in the fucking flesh, spinning some tracks. Right, so yeah, so that kind of concludes everyone's like introduction per se. So Charlie, you're 21.
Yes, 21. I'm 22.
Yeah, sick. And then James is.
I'm 23. I'm old.
23.
Yeah, I'm old and wise
over there.
Yeah, James looks the youngest in the group, and I look the oldest. But with the reverse, he's actually.
Yeah, if you want any beard growing tips, just let me know.
I'll grow one singular pube.
No, shave all off. You don't need it.
Like a plant. No. Right, so James, you kind of want to give a little quick explanation on like a few things we're going to be covering, and then I'll let Charlie finish up if he has any other points to make on that.
Yep. So in this podcast, we want to discuss everything from bodybuilding to general fitness to nights out, events, you name it. We're going to cover it. So we're potentially going to do Q&As that we'll probably put on our Instagrams and get questions from you guys, and then hopefully just build up an audience and just be completely real with everything. That's the kind of gist of this podcast, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say we're gonna add some mindset stuff and just like basically to try and, as James said, try and cover as many like topics as possible, with the main idea being like how to like live your best life, basically. I think is the main thing, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, 100%. And we're not going to be like limited to any kind of like one topic. Obviously, we're all from a fitness background, so that's going to be quite prominent. But we're going to dive into kind of, as you said, mindset and kind of everything that we're interested in.
Exactly. And we're just going to put it in a format you'll be able to just listen to, because we're just going to chat shit about it.
Yeah.
And it'll be very easy to listen to. It's not going to be something where we plug you with so much education that's just going to fill your brain and just not take any in. This is just going to be easy to listen to, just us chatting shit about a certain topic, and I'm sure
exactly.
you'll resonate with us.
Just a little chat with the boys, basically. Like, you are one of the boys now. If you're listening to this, you're welcome.
Even if you're a girl, you're one of the boys.
Yeah, you are one of the boys.
Well, you've just officially grown a dick and balls. Welcome to the boys.
Oh.
Yeah, so that kind of covers basically what we're gonna entail in this adventure. Obviously, it'll be nice to like grow that, like start this community, and then hopefully, obviously, over time, grow it onto a much larger platform where we're getting like guests on and stuff. Like I've got quite a few fair connections to get involved, and I know Charlie's obviously got a few connections in the world of like nasty
fitness
and
bodybuilding wise
to women.
I can just bring some.
We'll have to mix up the guests and we'll get saucy with it.
Yes. Do you want to go over the name and the meaning behind the name of the podcast, Josh?
Oh yeah, to be fair, so right.
Yeah,
so
you're the one who created this, so
so
you go over it.
This is my second podcast now, so I'm kind of getting into the swing of things now. I do miss doing it. But no, the
podcast slut, mate.
Yeah,
this is my second podcast as well. So.
Slut for a pudding.
Yeah, this is my first.
Hey, we're taking your V plates on this podcast, boy.
Hey, you are.
I've been there for a few
my virginity on, is
it? I definitely helped Charlie on a fair few nights.
Yes, you have.
I'm Sensei.
Sensei, there's a reason why you're called a sensei, Josh.
Exactly.
We won't go into that this.
We'll save
maybe future.
Yeah, we'll save that for another episode.
Yeah. If you want to know the reason on how we all met, then maybe drop a comment or something.
And there's going to be plenty of stories on.
Oh yeah, I can't.
What goes on.
Oh, great! Oh, it's going to be unreal. The stories that we've got to tell are just going to be so funny.
All right, so you kind of got a bit.
Anyway, Josh, go into the name. Name, please.
So the Megamorph podcast. This comes from like basically I started off with the idea of just like the word morph because I was like, all right, well, all of us are like our whole like existence is not only just like morphing our like lifestyles and our general life and our physiques and our like mindsets into something more and like wanting more. With all three of us do dedicate literally all three of our passions and all three of our careers are literally dedicated to helping people, like apart from ourselves, obviously level up in all ways, mindset, nutrition, obviously physique and whatnot. So I was like, well, I can't, James, mate, you got bro.
I drank some water and it's like just made me die.
That's not usually how it works, but you can walk in your life, mate.
Yeah, sorry, excuse me.
Mate, I don't know what's going on with your water.
It's because it's not out of jug.
Yeah, that's what it is.
What kind of water are we talking, boy?
Yeah, you don't want to know.
Anyway, so yeah, so we had so that was the word morph. That's what we wanted. And I was like, we need to add something to it to make it a bit more like, sound a bit better, a bit more powerful. So I was like, Megamorph, and then it happens to be a fucking sick kind of Yu-Gi-Oh card, which obviously has a sick resemblance as well. Which is like, if I remember correctly, because I used to be a mad, like people will learn, I used to be a mad like nerd for like fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, Bakugan, all that kind of shit. Grounds like I know all the things. Anywho, so like Megamorph was basically like. It was basically like when you applied it to a monster card, basically like double your power, your strength. So for us, this is about doubling your power, your strength, giving you guys tips and tricks on how to improve kind of your life, and then also just keeping it relatively entertaining. Yeah. We want it to be drier than a fucking chicken post prep.
Yeah, that's the thing. Most podcasts are just boring as fuck, whereas this is going to be an absolute just chat shit and it's just mean jokes.
And we just want to keep it real at the same time and like positive vibes.
Yeah, man. We will shit on some people from time to time, but that's positive shitting.
Exactly.
Constructive criticism.
Character building.
Exactly. Right. I can't think there's anything else we need to really mention for this one.
That's basically covered everything.
Any messages or notes from the boys?
That's no.
Not really, to be honest. This is the introduction, so get to know us all.
Yeah. How long has this been, James?
9 minutes.
9 minutes, mate. It's like 2 hours. Christ. Yeah. I don't know why. I thought we were talking for a lot longer than that. I guess we were a lot more succinct than I thought we were going to be. Shit.
Time goes a lot slower than you think.
Yeah, we need to add a little bit more.
Especially when you're high as fuck.
We can't do 9 minutes for the first one. We gotta chat some more shit, boys. This isn't good enough.
Yeah.
James, what have you got going on in your life right now? Tell us something interesting.
Tell me something interesting. I don't have anything good going on at the moment.
Oh,
Like what?
shocking.
You've recently come out of a cut, have you not?
Yeah, I have. Well, at the moment, I'm kind of transitioning from a priming phase, which is basically a mini cut, to a growing phase. So, kind of transitioning from that at the moment. So it's exciting times, and it's going to be a long-term growing phase as well, like a long term.
Yeah, you want to take a good amount of time off, don't you? Put on some good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Because I just want as much size and mass as possible, basically.
I think that's the same for all three of us. Because Charlie, you've been in off season for 2 years. You're probably going to be in it for another 2 years, aren't you?
Well, definitely the rest of this year, and then we'll see how fat I get basically towards the end of the year, and then decide whether we compete next year or the year after. But we'll probably end up doing like a little mini diet towards the end of this year anyway, and then next year whether we take like a whole another off season or we go into a prep basically.
And how much?
We'll see how we go.
Yeah, since you started with AJ, so if anyone doesn't know, so Charlie's coached by AJ Morris. Obviously, he's a very renowned coach. How long have you been with AJ? And like, what weight did you start with him at?
I think we've been together now about coming up to 70 weeks, so not far off a year and a half. And I started at around, I think, 174 pounds, and I'm now 209, I believe. So yeah, quite a bit of weight. Turned from an absolute child to something a bit bigger, but nowhere near finished yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, just got to keep going, keep progressing, getting strong as fuck, and just eating. That's all I do.
It seems like your training has been flying at the moment, to be fair.
Oh mate, the training's been unreal. I've recently just started training with Adam Powell. I don't know if anyone knows him. Very good natural bodybuilder, going for his British title this year. So training with him every session is just mega.
Just adds
pardon?
It just adds that level of intensity every single session. Like you're less likely to have sessions when you've got like a training partner.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously I'll be there to like follow along with his prep and help him throughout that. So that'll be really good for me to like follow along with his prep. And obviously he'll be there to push me. Exactly. So yes, mate. Josh, mate, please tell us, what are you doing? Are you competing next year? What's going on?
So
I know you're doing a mini diet soon, aren't you?
Yeah. So I've actually just I'm doing my mini diets last week of March, basically first week of April. So currently I've pushed since post show. I've pushed up from 70. Well, I was 71 kilos on like show day, and then I'm now like 83 kilos. So I pushed up like about 12 kilos in what it had been September, October, November, December, January, February, March. About 8 months I've gone up 12 kilos. So like I'm still relatively in good condition, but I have not let myself go whatsoever. But goal is now to push up for another 4 weeks. Hopefully go up to about 85 kilos, and then gonna do a 12-week, quite an extended cut, just so like I can get to the grip of my appetite again, and also just to like do it much slower to really see how much mass I put on in the last 8 months. So that's kind of
struggling already, bro.
Huh?
Struggling with the appetite already.
Yeah, man.
Oh, bro, man.
You know what my issue is? Yeah, is when I do these nights out, they fuck my. No matter what happens, sober. I literally, I did Wilkinson like this previous Saturday night sober, and I still after was like fucked. Like my appetite next day was shat, like just absolutely shat on me.
It just ruins the routine, doesn't it? Like,
yeah, I don't know what it's about. Oh, Charlie's getting told off by mummy.
I'm not. My sister just came in. I don't know what she wanted, but she busy, mate.
Gave the old.
Yeah. I did the night sober and just fucked my appetite. And then for me, when I stay up late and don't get as much sleep, that also fucks my appetite as well. So yeah.
Yeah, I definitely find it takes like a couple of days to get you back into the routine. Well, especially if you go absolutely hard like I did on New Year's. But to be fair, I think with my experience, like with nights out, I'm not too bad. Like, give me a day, and then the following day I'll be back in the routine. So yeah, it's just getting yourself into that routine, which you can fall off quite quickly, and you can spend like a whole week just fucking around. But if you just get into that routine as quickly as possible, then
Go on.
I've changed my split as well. So because I had before I was doing 2 days on, 1 day off, and I was doing pushing arms, back, rest, pushing arms, legs, rest, repeat. Now I've got
back a second, boys.
Oh,
some madness. Carry on. I'll be back shortly.
Oh, okay. Fuck it. All right. It's just me and James then.
Sorry, bros.
That's all right.
Charlie's when he can't hear me anymore.
Yeah, carry on with what you're saying about your split.
Yeah, so I had a new in-person client in the morning at 6 a.m. So I was getting up at fucking 5 a.m. and I was finding if I was training like legs or back on or even push like on a day where I would wake up that early, the sessions were so shit because it's just like I would get like 7 hours sleep, but like I was just fucked and drained by the end of it. So like I've now basically given myself like a set split. So now I'm doing Monday legs, Tuesday rest, Wednesday push and arms, Thursday rest, Friday back, Saturday shoulders, Sunday arms. Obviously, emphasis on hitting shoulders and arms twice a week, back once, chest once, and legs once.
Yeah, that sounds like way more suited to your goal, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just for me, it just means then on rest, like I'm training. Yeah, because I'm now doing my early client Tuesdays and Thursday mornings. It means then like on those mornings I have rest days.
Yeah.
So maximizing my training basically. So yeah, good tip for people out there. If you are struggling with your routine, find a way to reorganize and just get efficient with your time and your training.
That's kind of like goes the same with nights out as well. Say you have a night out, like you've planned it and it's on the weekend.
Train that day.
Use your rest days and work around it.
Yeah, like I always train on a rave day.
Yeah, same.
And then because that way I know next day I when I'm at my most fucked I can recover. And then day 2, like you try and train. It's probably not the best, but then come like the session after, usually you're right.
Yeah, it depends how heavy the night is. Like if it's not too bad, you can manage it. And one night damage is not too bad. So
no. And you can usually avoid like you can minimize damage as well, just simply by like, as we said, just reorganizing your schedule a little bit. And then just being like smart with it, really.
Yeah, the biggest tip is when you come in from like say you're drinking or whatever, make sure you just down so much water before you sleep, because the next day you'll be thanking yourself.
Yeah, unless you're like me, in which case it would literally make you want to chun all over the place.
Yeah, well, Ricky.
Me and alcohol are not friends.
Yeah.
But Charlie, I switched my split to Monday legs, Tuesday rest, Wednesday push and arms, Thursday rest, Friday back, Saturday shoulders, Sunday arms.
Oh, decent.
So
It's changed as well.
Yeah, because you're doing a density day and shit now, aren't you?
Yeah, so it's now density, which is, for anyone who doesn't know, it's a back, hamstring, glute day, but it's obviously deadlifts as well in that day.
Has it got a bit of quad in it as well?
No quad.
Okay, because I know
I'm like a posterior.
His.
Yeah, so it's like a posterior day, and it's the day where I deadlift. So we've got that. Then it's push. Then it's rest. Then it's pull, legs, push, rest. But me and Adam are changing it, so we're going to rest after the legs next week because we're battered and we've got push tomorrow. So
decent.
Yeah, that's fair.
What split are you on, James?
Mine is Monday push, Tuesday pull, Wednesday legs, Thursday rest, Friday chest and back, Saturday delts and arms, and then Sunday rest.
It's James, you're coached by Mr. Fishfinger Man, aren't you?
Yeah, Stephen Physique.
Man, you're gonna Charlie. You're gonna start causing some enemies already, bro.
No.
Now Steve, he's actually decent. Like I've had no problem with him so far.
He's got a fucking sick physique. He's fucking huge.
He's trained a gym joint before. I've seen him.
Yeah.
Has he?
Yeah.
He trains Ultraflex now, doesn't he?
Yeah. I think he is the same age as me.
Really?
1 year older, I think, 24. But
I was gonna say, but he looks like 29.
yeah, he's 24. I'm pretty
Everyone
sure.
knows when someone went on the Off the Cuff podcast when they said that Cal's 29.
Well, he's 30 today. 30 today,
Yeah.
mate.
Fuck me, dude. He looks like he's like
Yeah.
42.
Yeah, that's mad.
Talk about stress, mate.
Mate, fuck
Stress
me.
clients.
Gee, what a madman. Fucking hell. Yeah, it's also gear as well, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, true. But
That's probably the main thing. I mean, we
he
all,
doesn't really
we
slack
all
loads.
hate Josh. Josh, like, with gear and a bulk, turns like, he ages like 10 years.
Yeah.
But then when he cuts, he loses 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
He's one of those guys who changes a lot in the face, like how he looks. Like, he looks like,
Yeah.
like with me, I didn't lose like, well, I still lost a bit of face fat, but I didn't lose very much of it at all. Like, you can still tell it was me.
Yeah, it might, like when I was bulking at uni, my face, oh my god, that got so fat. But I did, obviously, it wasn't really that productive because I was just focused on getting as many calories in as possible. But literally, it was puffy.
Mate, that's what my face is like now.
Oh,
It's been
no.
like that for ages.
It's not even that
Just
bad.
get used
Mine
to
was worse, a lot worse.
James, where's the picture you sent me?
Oh, mate, I don't even want to show it.
Mate, he sent me it. His head looked like a fucking alien.
Let me find. Did you save it in our chat?
I didn't save it. I should have.
Yeah, that's gonna take too long to find. But it was literally puffy and like an alien. It was just not a vibe. Somehow, I still managed to pull girls at uni with it, but you know.
Jeez, come on.
Bulk face. Come on.
Yeah. Right. I think that's how long is that now? We've had a little chat.
21 minutes.
Perfect. I think that's good. I think that's a good place to start. I think
Good introductory episode.
Yeah. Just a little taster, basically.
Just a tip.
Mhm.
Just a tip.
Right, boys.
Right.
Plug your Instagrams and your shit, and then we'll sign off.
All right, my Instagram. I don't know what's the last bit of my Instagram. It is. Oh, so my full Instagram is James Corbett 321 __. No, actually, no, it's not featured. That's my other one. Sorry, scrap that. My Instagram is James Corbett __.
I was gonna say.
Nice. Thanks for that, James.
You're welcome.
Charlie, do you want to have a much better go at that than James?
Oh,
we lost Charlie. Charlie's got dodgy Wi-Fi, by the way, compared to me and James.
yeah.
Is
Hello?
plug your Instagram, mate.
Hello? Sorry, mate. Oh, I just lost connection there. Charlie _Everall on Instagram and on TikTok as well. Getting on the TikTok, so follow me on there.
I got one.
Yes, right. And then mine's just at Josh Miller. I think it's just Josh Miller Hall. Just Josh Miller Hall. And then that's the same for TikTok and also the same for YouTube.
Yeah, mine's the same for TikTok as well. So all sound.
Right. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure for the first one. So it feels a little bit weird at the start, but then once you get going, it's not too bad.
Yeah. Once we get into the routine of it, like we'll be back.
Yeah, and we'll have like set topics as well to go off of.
Yeah.
To make it easier.
Yeah. Right.
Yes, mate.
Fuck yeah. Sick.
We'll catch you in a bit. If you got this far, we appreciate you listening.
We got to say leave a fucking, what was it, or on YouTube, leave a fucking
leave a like rating.
Comment.
Comment pen if you've heard it all the way to the end.
Where do they comment? They can't comment. Oh yeah, on YouTube they can.
YouTube one, yeah.
On YouTube, you melt.
Yeah.
God's sake.
Yeah. Right.
Anyway.
Let's